I'd like to welcome everybody to the Legal and Finance Committee agenda Legal and Finance Committee for the City of Rapid City for January 15, 2014. First order of business is the roll call and determination of a quorum. Here, we have thank you. Up next, we have the adoption of the agenda. Does anybody have any items they'd like to add or remove from the agenda? None appearing. We'll move on. Entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Laurenti, second by Doyle. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, general public comment. Now is the time for the members of the public to discuss or express concerns to the council on any issue not on the agenda. Action will not be taken at the meeting on any issue not on the agenda except by placement on the agenda by unanimous vote of the council members present. Does anybody have anything they wish to speak about? I have no speaker request forms. None appearing, we'll move on. Consent items 1 through 13. Public comment is now open for items 1 through 13. And once again, I have no speaker request forms. Is there anybody who wishes to speak on items 1 through 13? Okay, public comment is now closed on items 1 through 13. Up next, we'll remove items from the consent calendar. Does anybody wish to remove anything from items 1 through 13 for further discussion? None appearing. Move on to, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Doyle, second by Laurenti to approve items 1 through 13. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, up next is public comment on items 14 through 19. Once again, I have no speaker request forms for either items 1 through 14 through 19. Public comment is now closed. Item number 14, introduction and first reading of ordinance 5978 regarding supplemental appropriation number 1 for 2014. A motion approved by Wright, second by Peterson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Item number 15 is introduction and first reading of ordinance 5979 to codify the method of calculating general fund cash reserve balance by amending section 2.40.140 of the Rapid City Municipal Code. And I recognize Jerry Wright.
Before a motion, a question to Pauline. The number of 15%, what's that based on?
Originally, I'm not sure who decided on the 15%. It's kind of been in place since way before my time. I've kept that as I've done some research with other first-class municipalities as well as looking at GFOA best practices. And it ranges anywhere from some communities don't have anything in reserves to 25% to even higher than that. And so this was kind of one that was in the middle. And something that before it used to be 15% based on projected revenues, and this would change it where it would be actually based on projected expenditures less the capital outlay expenditures, because that's usually the first to go when you're having financial difficulties due to the economics. But it's pretty kind of in the middle of where everyone else was.
Okay, that's what you recommend?
Yes, it is.
So I move we adopt the ordinance.
I'll make that motion.
I'm sorry.
Motion by Doyle to approve, second by Peterson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 16, set a time for hearing on suspension of Shotgun Willie's adult-oriented business license. And I'll yield to Joel Lundeen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You've all been contacted by the Finance Office. I believe the tentative date, and it works for the appellant as well, is February 17th, starting at 1:30. Be a special meeting in the City Council. That time we'll present the allegations and the evidence, and Shotgun Willie's will have an opportunity to respond. And the council will ultimately have to make a decision on whether or not to revoke or to suspend, Shotgun Willie's adult-oriented business license.
Thank you. I entertain a motion to acknowledge.
Second.
Motion, is that appropriate motion? Okay.
Actually, since we were just trying to get the date lined up, if you would just set for hearing on February 17th starting at 1:30.
Charity Doyle.
I'll make the motion to set for hearing February 17th, 2014 at 1:30 p.m.
Second.
Motion by Doyle, second by Laurenti. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 17 is second reading recommendation of ordinance 5976 to establish a mobile ice cream vendor license for the City of Rapid City by adding Chapter 5.50 of the Rapid City Municipal Code. Motion by Laurenti, second by Peterson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 18, is second reading and recommendation of ordinance 5977 to change the process for city authorization of ice cream vending from vehicles on city streets from a contract to a mobile ice cream vendor license by amending section 5.48.010 of the Rapid City Municipal Code.
Move to approve.
Motion by Peterson, second by Laurenti. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 19, introduction and first reading of ordinance 5980, allowing for maintenance of legal nonconforming signs by amending section 17.50.080 of the Rapid City Municipal Code, and I yield to Joel Landine, City Attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As I indicated to you in an email prior to the meeting, this should not have been placed on the agenda because the sign code got moved into the zoning code. It needs to go to the Planning Commission first. Based on the publication requirements, it won't be able to get on the agenda of the Planning Commission until February 20th, which would then put it on the agenda of the February 26th Legal and Finance Committee meeting. I would ask that you just table this item for now, and it'll come back through the Planning Commission process on that date.
Thank you, Joel.
Table.
Second.
Motion by Wright, second by Laurenti to table this item. All in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion carries.
Move to adjourn.
Motion adjourned by Peterson, or Doyle, second by Laurenti. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're now adjourned.